We're now going to move to our panel debate, and I'd first like to introduce Alan Bristow, who's going to introduce and chair the debate. Alan is a founder and CEO of Icon Corporate Finance and has over 20 years of fundraising and M&A experience. He specialises in all aspects of fundraising, venture capital, management buyouts, acquisitions and corporate sales, and has advised on over 200 transactions. So without more ado, handing over to Alan.
Thank you, Nigel. Good evening, everybody, and again, kind of welcome you all here this evening. I'm not going to go into any kind of MacGuffin moments for you, but I will have a Enid Blyton moment for you later, which I will reveal more about to add to your literary knowledge. But first, I'd like to kind of welcome our panel here tonight, and I think we feel extremely fortunate to have assembled them all for this evening's event. And what we want to do tonight is to hopefully you get as much out of this as possible. So what we're planning to do is I'll direct a kind of a few questions to the panel to kick things off, and then we'd like to kind of open it up so we can deal with questions which are important to you and not just to us and the panel. All right, so let's try and make it in this world of interaction as interactive as possible. Leading off, I'll take it from William. William needs no introduction, so I will skip past William. We have Mark Farmer, who is founder, CEO, entrepreneur, angel investor, fund investor with Eden Ventures, and Eden Ventures, extremely successful technology investor, often go where angels fear to tread, and have had big time success with probably more £100 million plus exit than most funds that we know. So Mark is invaluable knowledge as to what goes into spotting the winners and actually supporting those investments through to very successful outcomes. Next to Mark, we actually have Luke Aikman, who's the CEO of Nudge Digital, which is a full-service digital agency. Acts in this world of social media, social technologies. Obviously, it's clearly important that businesses address all these different kind of channels to market, which are out there, which can ruin your business in a quick as a tweet, or it can enhance your reputation very quickly as well. Luke is also just launching a startup called Lockit, which I believe is a new service that merges social media, celebrity marketing, and personalised printing, which sounds to me mobile, social, and local. So perhaps you should be talking to Eric Schmidt in due course about your business. Next to Luke, we have Debut Pourquet-Athia, and Debut is looks after Google's M&A activities and new business developments within EMEA and in regions beyond. Interestingly, talking to Debut earlier tonight, he also sits on several boards which invests in conflict areas, which is kind of particularly sort of interesting, but nonetheless a bit of a side to the main event tonight. And next to Debut, we're fortunately joined by Dave Clark, who I know from experience was once a very good open-side rugby flanker. Not that he ever caught me, of course, but also these days is VP CFO of PayPal in EMEA. Two things which Google and PayPal have in common is they were both startups in 1998, which is pretty kind of phenomenal in terms of where they are today. Both Californian, so we've heard enough about that Californian threat, and obviously both hugely successful businesses. Just a point to digress, which is the Enid Blyton point, is that not many of you, or I suppose a few of you might be aware of this, but the name Google, the first reference to it in literature, is actually in an Enid Blyton novel that was published in 1941, which is The Magic Faraway Tree, where she referred to the Google bun, which is spelt with an L-E rather than with an O-L. And also the Googleplex was referred to in Douglas Adams' novel, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So Google, is not perhaps as innovative as people might think when Enid Blyton got there first with the name in 1941. Nonetheless, let's get on with the main event.